What is up, everybody? I am live and in the house with Daniel in the live den. This is like day 5 of serious quarantine and day 10 of the coronavirus. So I have been working in my house, working in my yard. Shout out to every other person on my street who has been doing the same. And one thing I want to do is get ready for the baby. So we got a lot of moving to do, a lot of things to do around the house to move the things around for the baby coming in August. A precious little girl, hopefully coming around August 14th. So getting the room ready, and there's a lot of sacrifice involved in that. I have to completely, let me show you a picture here, strip down the floors from their shiny finish so that I can apply a little bit of stain to the floors, but more importantly, refinish the floors so they look nice and squeaky clean. Here's a before picture. Hopefully you'll be getting, the floors actually look pretty nice right now, so they're going to hopefully look even nicer. I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know what I'm doing, just learning along the way. And so I've done the floors twice now, and this is the third time, and I've learned a little bit every time with mistakes along the way. So this time I'm being a lot more thorough and I'm taking my time, and I have been on the floor just using my knees to apply a stripper, is what it's called, that removes the finish on the wood. And I've been doing that for about 3 hours this morning, and it's a little bit of a sacrifice. But I thought to myself, not as much as the sacrifice of Jesus. Jesus is the ultimate sacrifice, and that's what I want to give y'all today. He lived his life, and it was not about him. And I'm so bad at that because I think about me all the time. But Jesus thought about himself less and lived his life for others. He lived his life for the will of the Father, and the Father was trying to love everyone. And here's what he does in Isaiah 53:10. But it was the Lord's good plan to crush him and to cause him grief. Ugh. Yet when his life is made an offering for sin, he will have many descendants. He will enjoy a long life, and the Lord's good plan will prosper in his hands. This is a prophecy about Jesus. If you read Isaiah 53, it was the will of God to crush Jesus so that he might make forgiveness available. And I oftentimes don't think about sacrifice unless it hurts for me. And I was even thinking about what it would look like to hurt my son for no good reason. Just like smack him upside the head. That'd be terrible, right? But that pain that I would have if I were to hurt Jake like that for no reason, just hurt him, even though I don't have to, that pain a little bit is what God feels whenever he sends his son Jesus to die on the cross and we reject him. It's a painful thing. And putting Jesus on the cross was a sacrificial thing. And so my point is, how much more did Jesus sacrifice for us than we sacrifice for others? Right? How much of our lives do we spend thinking about us? And how much of Jesus' life did he spend thinking about others? And so I also thought about Job. I'll wrap up with this. In the book of Job, the devil comes before, I'm doing this on my Bible reading plan. You can jump in if you want. It's on anxiety. I've got it posted on my Facebook page and on our Instagram page. So Job is accused by Satan, and Satan has this interesting conversation with the Lord when he's like, I want you to let me punish Job. And the Lord says he hasn't done anything wrong. He's a good servant. In fact, he's like exemplary. And Satan says, well, he's only doing that because of he doesn't really love you, God. So let me attack him. And God does a very interesting thing. He lets Satan attack Job. So that's what I'll leave you with amidst the coronavirus. I don't have the answers, but people are asking, why is God allowing this suffering? And maybe there's a trial that God is allowing you to go through so that you can put your trust in him. because he wants you to be like gold, where all the bad stuff is burned up. Gold is pure. And sometimes, even though it's hard and it doesn't make sense to us, trials will do that. They will bring out the best in us, and they will bring out the worst in us to make us better. So I encourage y'all to lean into the story of Job today. Read Job chapter 1 and ask, is all of this suffering going on, and is God doing something amidst the suffering? Did he send his own son to be the ultimate sufferer so that I might follow God through suffering? What's up, Camden? I love your screen name, by the way. Camden's in here in the house with us today. And I got a question for y'all. Do y'all want to hear a joke or two? Okay, I've got one here. It's a quote. Day 10 without sports. Found a lady sitting on my couch yesterday. Apparently she is my wife. She seems nice. We don't have sports anymore. So sometimes we're finding out the people next to us, we can spend time with them. Spend time with your loved ones amidst this kind of season of boringness as far as entertainment goes. Look around at those next to you. Okay. And then this is kind of a joke. Prediction. There will be a minor baby boom in 9 months. And then one day in 2033, we shall witness the rise of the quarantines. So I hope that that's true because I love babies. All right. Dan in the Live Den is out today. Wanted to give y'all a quick verse from Isaiah 53 on Jesus suffered willingly. How much more can we suffer willingly with our eyes on Christ and live our lives for others amidst suffering? And pray for me as I go back to on this wonderful Saturday. I've got a Zoom with students, and I had a meeting with small group leaders, and I've got this, but I'm also trying to get a little bit of work done on my wood floors. So pray for me to knock that out. And I'm going to end with a joke from Camden as a reward for jumping on here at 1 o'clock with Daniel in the Live Den. Here is his joke to the world from Camden Falls. Why didn't the dog want to go in the hot water? He didn't want to be a hot dog. Wah, wah, wah. I love you guys. Hey, reach out to me if you need anything. I've been trying to do my best to stay relational, to call people, to catch up. So please hit me up. I'd love to see how you're doing. Have a great Saturday. Hang in there. And don't wash your hands too much. Just kidding. That's impossible.